Mick buys himself a Harley Davidson. Before he rides off on it, though, the dealer tells him that if it rains, he should put some Vaseline on all the chrome parts to preserve the look. Mick takes his girlfriend to her parents' house for dinner later on the Harley. When they arrive, his girlfriend says that they don't speak at the dinner table during dinner. In fact, the person who says anything has to do the dishes. The dishes have been piling up for months by the look of it. At dinner, Mick decides to test this a little and grabs his girlfriend's breast. Silence. Then he stands up, bends her over the table, and starts shagging her in front of her parents. Still nothing. Then he does the same to her mum, drilling her life his life depends on it in front of them, still met with complete silence. As he's finishing up, though, he hears a thunder and a storm brewing, so he remembers what the dealer told him earlier, and he pulls out that tub of Vaseline. Her dad immediately stands up and says, "Fuck it, I'll just do the dishes myself." A man walks into a library, goes to the librarian, and says, "I'm looking for a book called Pavlov's Dog and Schrodinger's Cat." The librarian says, "That rings a bell, but I'm not sure if it's there or not." Patty had long heard the stories of an amazing family tradition. It seems that his father, grandfather, and great-grandfather had all been able to walk on water for their 18th birthday. On that special day, they'd each walked across the lake to the pub on the far side for their first legal drink. So when Patty's 18th birthday came round, he and his pal Mick took a boat out to the middle of the lake. Patty stepped out of the boat and nearly drowned. Mick just barely managed to pull him to safety. Furious and confused, Patty went to see his grandmother. "Grandma," he asked, "it's my 18th birthday, so why can't I walk across the lake like my father, and his father before him?" Granny looked deeply into Patty's troubled brown eyes and said, "Because you were born in August, but your father, your grandfather, and your great-grandfather were all born in December, when the lake is frozen, you fucking idiot. Stop, you're under arrest. Anything you say can and will be held against you." Boobs, boobs, big boobs. A man is in a diner with his two young boys. The waitress comes over to the table to take their order. The man says, "I'll have the chicken fried steak." She writes that down and asks the oldest boy, "What would you like, sweetie?" The boy answers, "I'll have the goddamn cheeseburger." The father angrily backhands the boy. The waitress asks the other boy, "Well, what would you like, hon?" The boy says, "Well, I don't know, but you can bet your sweet ass I ain't gonna have the goddamn cheeseburger. I took my son out for his first pint today. I got him a Foster's, and he didn't like it, so I drank it. Then I got him a Budweiser. He didn't like that either, so I drank it. It was the same for the Guinness and the cider. By the time we got down to the whiskey, I could hardly push the fucking stroller." Fred and Ray go to the liquor store to buy a cheap bottle of booze. Once they're in the store, though, they discover they only have $1.50 between the two of them. Ray says, "I got an idea," and he goes next door to the butcher shop and comes back with a Polish sausage. "Here, Fred, stick this in your pants. I know how we can get drinks all night for free." "What the hell, Ray? Now we don't have any money." "Don't worry, we'll go to the bar, order some drinks, and when the bartender asks us to pay the tab, you stand up, unzip your fly, pull out the sausage, and I'll start sucking on it." The two walk to the nearest bar, sit down, order 2 beers and 2 shots of whiskey. Then down the drinks and order another round, drink those, and order another. After the third round, the bartender asks them to pay up. With that, Fred stands up, unzips his fly, and Ray leans over and proceeds to suck the sausage. "What the fuck are you doing? Get the hell out of my bar," says the bartender, and the two run out laughing. "That was great, and it didn't cost a cent," said Fred. "Let's do it again." So they run off to another bar for a repeat performance. This continues throughout the night. At the end of the night, after about the 12th bar, Ray says, "Man, I'm starving. All that beer made me hungry. Hey, pull out that sausage. Let's eat it." "Sausage?" said Fred. "Hell, I ate that 4 bars ago." The maid asked her boss, the wife, for a raise, and the wife was upset. The wife asked, "Well, why do you think you deserve a pay increase?" "Well, there are 3 reasons. The first is that I iron better than you." "Well, who said that?" "Your husband." "Oh." "The second reason is that I'm a better cook than you." "Well, who said that?" "Your husband." "Oh." "Well, the third reason is that I'm better at sex than you." "Did my husband say that as well?" "No, the gardener did." "So, how much do you want?"